ultimately, I think it's kind of outrageous that Spotify would allow these things on their platform.
Rick Beato, I'm sorry, this new artist completely sucks.
No, Spotify has their own AI music that they're putting out there. They're not admitting it, but they're doing it to fill playlists. I'm sure of that.
I mean, I was so happy to hear Rick Beato echoing what I've been saying about the Spotify situations with these fake AI bands and AI artists. Basically, at best, Spotify is being complacent in the incredible fraud that is happening with these bands pretending or saying that they're actually human authors, human creators, and at worst, Spotify is actually involved. Now, funny enough, Spotify for Artists, the official page, responded to me. We're going to talk about that, but I was watching one of Rick's recent videos. I'm sorry, this new artist completely sucks. Rick's kind of killing it right now. Let's go, let's go. But at the very end of the video, he just very casually mentioned what's been going on with Spotify, and he gave his 2 cents. Be sure to like and subscribe right now, and let's jump into it.
This is based on other people's work. Everything about this, it's basically predicting where a song would go. Yes, you can do a million iterations of it, but why can't you just learn to play instruments and do it? Because you're not creating songs.
So real quick for context, the video, he creates his own AI artist using Suno. He goes and creates music on Suno. So basically, the artist that sucks is his new AI artist. And now this is him just kind of giving his commentary and his thoughts about whether AI creators are the same as musicians, artists, music producers.
You're basically just telling a program to take other people's ideas and create songs for you. And you have nothing to do with this. I had nothing to do with this except typing a couple sentences. So the idea that AI is going to replace musicians is ridiculous, I think. And ultimately, I think it's kind of outrageous that Spotify would allow these things on their platform. They really shouldn't, and they should not pay these people any money, whoever created this, I don't think.
Well, here's the thing. We saw YouTube coming out and being like, we're going to demonetize. We're not paying for AI created videos, visuals, also Deezer, so digital service provider, music streaming platform. Deezer is now making a real stand and being like, we're the watchdogs when it comes to AI music. We're not only going to tag you if you're an AI artist, so if you have AI music, we will say it on the music itself. We're also not going to pay you if you have AI music. And any of the royalties that would have been earned by the AI music is going to be reallocated to the human authors. So one of the questions we've had is, well, Spotify doesn't seem to be doing anything, but it actually gets worse than that. We go with Aventhis, The Devil Inside, The Velvet Sundown, these acts that have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of streams that are actively collecting those streams right now. Importantly, Spotify has not taken a stand to do anything. And the reason why I have been questioning is Spotify essentially encouraging this, because at the end of the day, streams are streams. Spotify is going to get paid, and it just essentially is going to build mood playlists. And so maybe it doesn't care if the music is by real human authors or if it's AI music. Maybe this is a glorified test. Or a part of my speculation is I go, maybe this is AI music that Spotify made itself. Because if it's your own music that costs you nothing to create, you get paid those royalties. You essentially keep royalties for yourself. Now, Spotify for Artists, in fact, responded to me on this. We'll talk about that here in 2 seconds, but let's get back to Rick.
YouTube just came out with a new rule. Anything that's completely generative AI, you can't monetize. Same thing with if it has AI voices. I mean, they have particular things specified in this new rule, but essentially they're outlawing completely generative AI material on YouTube. I think you can put it on there, but you can't monetize it. I think Spotify is really dropping the ball. They don't care what I think. I think it's incredibly lame that they would allow something to get monetized.
I absolutely think Spotify cares what you think. Rick, you have a very powerful platform.
Like the Velvet Sundown or whatever other fake artists are on there. And there's other fake artists that are filling out these playlists on Spotify. It is a fact. And I wish that they would just say, okay, we're not going to allow this. And it would take the incentive away from people in doing this. Now, is that going to keep Spotify from doing it? No, Spotify has their own AI music that they're putting out there. They're not admitting it, but they're doing it to fill playlists. I'm sure of that.
I mean, that's a huge... I'm like making my coffee, listening to his video, and I heard this at the end of the video. I'm like, that is a huge claim, accusation. Let me go back.
Now, is that going to keep Spotify from doing it? No, Spotify has their own AI music that they're putting out there. They're not admitting it, but they're doing it to fill playlists. I'm sure of that. At least I've been told.
All right, so I promised I would come back to Spotify for Artists actually responding to me. So this was a clip that I had posted kind of summarizing what's been going on with these AI bands, these AI artists, the infringement. And oh, by the way, it's not just AI music. We actually have AI artists who are infringing real artists. Remember we covered the real artist Navi? I reached out to her, talked to her. She's like, this is not only a lookalike with my music, but literally the avatar looks like the artist. This stuff is crazy. And the reason why we're calling it out is because it's a violation of Spotify's own terms of use. And guys, as a real attorney, what I'm saying is that I'm dealing with Spotify all the time, and they're pulling down real artists' music all the time. And they're like, you violated the editorial playlist rules. You violated our fake streams rule. We think you're paying for bots. And so they'll go down the list, and they're usually wrong. It's inaccurate. But what I'm saying is that you are ripping down independent artists' music, but then here are these AI creators who are blatantly lying to consumers on the Spotify platform. It's a violation of your terms of service and you're not doing anything about it. Why is that? All right, so this is what Spotify for Artists had to say. Hi there, we've always appreciated your work educating artists on important music industry issues. If you watch my content, you should reach out to me directly. Let's have a conversation. But on this, there's absolutely no truth or merit to your speculation. All the music on Spotify is created, owned, and uploaded by third parties. Again, you need to clarify what that means. Third parties? Well, Spotify is a corporate giant. And so are you saying there's no subsidiary, there's no partner, there's no affiliate that works in connection with Spotify that is creating AI music, that is doing a test of some kind for Spotify? I'm just curious. These are the questions we have. Spotify doesn't prioritize or benefit from AI-generated music getting streamed. That's not true. You are still getting paid either way. That's the whole point of this. With the bundling problem that happened, well, if you are bundling audiobooks with music, which results in the dilution, the lessening of royalties that are paid to real songwriters and artists and music producers, that matters. If royalties are being paid to AI artists who are pretending to be human authors, again, you are getting paid the exact same way, while music creators are the ones who across the board are suffering in all of these instances. All of these accounts mentioned, right? So some of those AI bands that I went through, all of these accounts mentioned are third parties distributing their music on all services. Okay, so as it relates to the Velvet, Sundown, Aventhus, right? Any of these artists, Spotify's claim is that these are not Spotify artists. So when I heard Rick was basically on board with what I'm saying and the questions that we have, I was glad for it. And look, I mean, the other thing is that, what is it? You have Spotify's Daniel Ek raising $700 million to fund a military AI firm. We even caught this. I didn't see anyone else cover this, but we caught that there had been this PR blog put out by Spotify, and they were literally calling their employees bandmates. And so our kind of comment was that the irony is just so real. You know, if you were going to pay your employees salaries and give benefits, you know, for all of the artists who are on your platform who cannot make a living and are now continuing to get drowned out now by AI artists and bands. What are you gonna do about it, Spotify? We love that you responded. We definitely wanna have a conversation about it. So give me a call. I'm Tom Music Attorney, and I'll see you guys on the next one.